with the come on Eileen. Hello, how's it going? Hi vlog, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. I was thinking that filming in front of this window was gonna be a good idea, but now I'm not sure. Maybe I should let light in from this other side. Hold please. I don't even know if you guys can like, oh, did I already do my intro? Hey everybody, I'm G. If you don't know me, I hope you're here to learn. Oh my God. More about me. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's literally my favorite intro. Like it's like the Jeffree Star intro. Hi everyone, how's it going? As you can see, I just got home from work and I'm filming this video because it is one of my most, I can't believe I'm even saying these words, highly requested video that I get either in my comments or in my DMs or on my TikTok. This is the question that I get the most, next to what's your advice for new grads? And that one, I kind of wanted to get a little bit more time under my belt before I made that video to share that with you guys. But I feel like this one makes a lot of sense because it's been 2 years now since I interviewed for hygiene school, which is insane to me. And got in and, you know, graduated last year. Time literally flies. I can't believe it. I've almost had my license for a year now. That's insane to me, but just shows you that when you're having fun and you're learning things that you love, time goes by so fast. So I don't even want to like delay this any further. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So if you're watching this video, you probably already got the offer to interview for dental hygiene school. So congratulations. That is a big deal. Oh my gosh. I don't know how every school does it, but let me move this way. I don't know how every single school does it, but mine, they would choose a certain number to interview and then they would cut after interviews and then they would choose after interview. So just because you interviewed doesn't mean that you were getting into the program. So congrats, you've gotten to the next hurdle. This is a big moment in your career and in your life, and I hope that you're excited. It's a serious situation. Being interviewed is a very lucky situation. That means that they liked your grades enough and your application and your essays and your short answers enough to want to interview you to see the person that you are. 90% of dental hygiene is the person that you are. 90% of being a good dental hygienist, and any doctor will tell you this, any program director will tell you this, any hygienist will tell you this, 90%, or office manager, whoever, of being a good dental hygienist is your personality. The other 10% is the knowledge and your hand skills, which are obviously very important, right? But making a patient comfortable in the chair is 9/10 being successful at this career. Okay, if that's something that you don't know how to do, it's very difficult to learn. It's very difficult to train someone to be a charismatic person, to be caring, to want to help their patients. If you don't want to help your patients, if you don't want to make it a comfortable experience for them, this job will feel like a job. I love taking care of people. I love helping people. I love educating people on their health, specifically oral, obviously. So this doesn't feel like a job to me. There are aspects of hygiene that feel like a job and feel like work, but a lot of what I do doesn't feel like work, to be completely honest with you. I love what I do every day. I love my patients. I really do. I love the doctor that I work for. I love the office that I'm at, and I'm learning that can make all of the difference. I have classmates that I graduated with who don't love where they work, who don't love the doctors they work for, or just like cannot stand the patients that they have, and they hate their lives, and burnout for them happens so much faster. And in the past, the people above me, the class above me, I know that there's like a couple of girls who like after a year of clinical hygiene like burnt out like this and went to work other jobs or work for like temp agencies, if that makes sense, because they didn't find an office that they love and patients that they love and a doctor who didn't put every responsibility on them. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Congratulations on getting an interview. That's so exciting. I'm about to share tips with you. Now, look, I'm not saying this to be harsh with you or like, I'm not trying to be rude or mean. I'm just trying to be honest with you because I wish that there had been a video on the internet somewhere when I was looking for help for interviews. There were a couple, but honestly, respectfully, those creators didn't really do much for me in terms of helping me decide or like helping me get more comfortable with the interview process in hygiene school. I interviewed the last year that we were all still like in the pandemic. So I interviewed over Zoom. Before that, they used to interview in person at my program, and now my program director told me, which I'm friends with her now and I love her, they interview in person now. So they'll do, I think, like a half-day interview where they do like different types of interviews, and they do little activities, and then they give you a tour of the school. Much like I went to a dental school that was, I went to a dental school that had a hygiene program. So my hygiene program, I'm pretty sure, is like top like 3 in the nation. I've read like on multiple different sites and sources. My program was top 3, I'm pretty sure, in the nation. So my program was a little different, and it was also a bachelor's degree. But anyway, back to the interview situation, sorry. It's like a half-day thing. You might just interview like for an hour, or you might just interview really quickly, or on a panel, or there's different situations. There can be like 3 faculty members and 1 person interviewing, or there can be 1 faculty member and 1 student, or it can be 4 students and 2 faculty. It just kind of depends. So see if you can figure out what kind of interview process it is. For me, it was me alone. It was 1 student and 3 faculty members, like all asking me questions. And 1 was a dental hygienist, 1 was a dentist, and the other one was, I think, what was she? She was also a dental hygienist. It was 2 dental hygienists, like 2 of the faculty members, and then a dentist. So that was a little intimidating, but it was good. It was a very good interview, and I loved it. I wasn't stressed afterwards. I really felt like my personality was shining through, which is what you need to do. You need to find a way to make your personality shine through an interview. If you're silly, if you're goofy, you need to find a way to like show that part of your personality while being professional. So let's get into the tips, okay? 6 minutes in. First and foremost, be yourself. I have notes over here, so if you see me looking, that's why. Be yourself. They will see right through you if you are trying to be someone else. If you are trying to be the perfect student, if you're trying to be the person who's got all the right answers, they'll see right through it so quickly. So just be yourself and be honest. That is number 1. Number 2, be knowledgeable about dental hygiene. Okay, so when you apply to dental hygiene school, or at least with my program, there are a certain number of hours in shadowing you need to get. I believe at my school it was like 50 or 70 or something like that. They're going to ask you what you know about dental hygiene, like what you know about the day-to-day of the profession of dental hygiene. They're gonna ask you that, like what do you know about? I remember I talked about how dental hygiene is different from being a dentist because it's very focused on prevention. Dental hygiene is, the key is prevention with dental hygiene, and just like talking about what a dental hygienist does and how they treat their patients and all that kind of jazz. That is something they're going to ask you. So use stories from when you were shadowing. And then also another way to do well with that is read on what's going on in dental hygiene, whether that's around the world, so like different aspects of the world, or like different parts of the world that have dental hygienists, that don't have dental hygienists, because some parts of the world that's not even a profession, it's the dentist that does everything. And also in politics, like learn about what's going on in terms of like what laws are being passed to either widen or reduce the scope of practice of dental hygienists. That will go a really long way. And learn about what's going on in your community around you in dentistry. That is important. Oh, okay, this was a big one. They're gonna ask you what your passions are outside of school, because, well, at least if you go to a good program, they're gonna want you to be a well-rounded human, and dental hygiene school gets really stressful, like really stressful. So they're gonna want you to know, like they're gonna wanna know that you're not just a student and that you do other things outside of school to take care of yourself. Because as a dental hygienist and in dentistry in general, you will learn that if you don't practice taking care of yourself, this career will eat you alive, and you'll get home every night late and go to bed and do it, cycle through it again. You have to take care of yourself. Next thing, prepare the classic questions. What is your biggest strength? What's your biggest weakness? Tell us about a time you struggled and overcame it. I don't want to give you my answers because partly I don't remember them all, but also because it has to be true to you. If it's rehearsed, they will know. Time and time again, like my program director was like, I used to ask her this stuff all the time. She's like, oh yeah, I can see right through a kid who like has a rehearsed answer. It's easy and simple. Like they just don't sound like themselves. So you need to prepare your own answers for these, which is why I'm not really sharing them. Also because I can't remember Tell us about a time you struggled and overcame it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I remember this one being asked, like, where do you see yourself 5 years after hygiene school? And this answer I do remember. I think I said, I see myself working Monday through Thursday as a dental hygienist and finding my forever office, hopefully by that point having found it, and taking care of my patients and improving their lives through oral health. And I remember my program director was like, I liked your answer. It felt very like this was gonna be like the natural progression of your life. Like it felt like you'd thought about it. But anyway, that's an important one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years in terms of your career in dentistry? Not like, I wanna be a mom, I want this, that, and the other. That can be part of it too, but like they wanna know where you see yourself in your career in 5 years. Does that make sense? This would not be the time if you're somebody who's wanting to go to dental school. This is not the time to talk about that. You are trying to get into dental hygiene school. Do not talk about how you're gonna wanna go to dental school. Don't, I'm telling you, because it is one of the program's biggest pet peeves for students to just go through hygiene to try to get a dental school. Just don't tell them that. Once you're in the program, it's fine, you can talk about it, whatever. Do not do it in your interview. Big red flag. Okay, next. Oh, I already talked about this, but the entire purpose of dental hygiene is prevention. Remember that. The entire point of dental hygiene in dentistry is prevention and catching things early. So remember that. Remember that, because they're gonna ask you. Oh, this one. Make sure, okay, this is a good one. Make sure that you prepare a question or 2 or 3, whatever you want, for the end of the interview. Because the end of the interview will come around and they'll say, do you have any questions for us? And they're gonna want you to have questions. They're gonna write it down that you asked a question, and it's going to give you like astronomical amount of points. I think I asked like, what's usually the hardest thing for students to like adjust to in hygiene school? And that was a good one because it kind of gets a little conversation going with you and the faculty, so they can see that like you can have a conversation professionally with them. Does that make sense? So prepare a question. Doesn't have to be that one, but like anything. Not anything, but like within the scope of the program or the career. Next thing. Oh, this is huge. And I've talked about this a million times before. Find your why. If you don't know why you want to be a dental hygienist, if you don't know why you want to be a part of this career, you'll burn out in about 2 months and you'll be done and tired and you'll hate it, okay? They're gonna ask you why you wanna be a dental hygienist, what your purpose is, what you wanna do. Find your why. I don't wanna give you mine because again, that's my own reasoning and it's special and important to me and yours should be unique to you. Okay? Okay. But find it. Partially for the interview, but also for the career and the longevity of your career. If you want a long career in hygiene, you need to find why you want to do this, because you'll burn out so much faster and so much easier if you're just doing it for the paycheck, for the hours, for the flexibility. You will burn out. Next. Oh, prepare the answer for the question, tell us about yourself. The point of this question, okay, is to give a summary of your resume, like your academic and professional career, like thus far, and how it led you to dental hygiene, how it led you to pursuing a career in dentistry. That is the point of that question, okay? And try to limit it to 30 seconds. Try. Oh, you'll be asked if you have any experience working in a dental office. There's not a wrong or right answer. It's okay if the answer is no. They just wanna know if you've ever worked in a dental office, kind of like what's your experience there and what was your experience working on a team, because offices, healthcare can be very drama filled, not just dentistry, medicine as well can be very drama filled because you're on a team and it's a high pressure job, it's a high pressure career, you're taking care of other people and you know, people have days and you're only human. They want to know how you handle the pressure of working in healthcare because it's not for the faint of heart, let me tell you. If you don't have a thick skin, you will not survive in healthcare or dentistry for that matter. Next thing. Oh, this is the last thing I have. Every program is very different, okay? But this is what I remember about mine. So just be yourself, answer everything confidently. If you don't know the answer, that's okay. You're allowed to say, you know, I'm not sure the answer to that question, but I am going to write it down. And after we finish this interview, I'm going to look it up and find the answer and research it. That is an okay answer, okay? You don't need to have everything planned out and perfect. You can say, you know, I don't actually know the answer to that, but I'm so willing to learn more. And after our interview today, I will take the time to learn more about that and let you know, and be like, can I reach you at an email so that I can let you know what I have learned, so I can share with you? That's okay. You don't need to be knowledgeable about absolutely everything. Okay. Those are my interview tips. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments below. I'm gonna go put my groceries away. I love you very much. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that this helped. You're gonna do great. You're gonna rock your interview and they're gonna love you and you're gonna get in. There's no question. And if you have specific questions, let me know in the comments below, or follow me on Instagram or TikTok and message me there, because I'm always on my socials. I love you so much. I hope this helped. I hope something good happens to you after you watch this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.